Hello and welcome. We're going to do Module 3 budgeting together here. Now we're going to kind of speed through this, and I put this on mute here. So for the assessment part, just click through it here. It does not count for anything. This one here is trying to find out your budgeting philosophy here, or how you feel towards saving money, spending money, and tracking money. Click any answers here, and it tells you your personality here. In this case, I got track all day, every day. Next, it gives you some text messages here. So you'll see it up here. Boom, boom, boom. And once they're done, you can click next. So I'm going to click next. And then for this one here, you put these in the order you deem most important to least important. Any order will get you to go on those. So you can click continue here. Click next. This one here tells you the value of having short-term goals and long-term goals inside your budget here. Now, let's talk about creating your budget. One of the things you should do is add up your total monthly income here. In this case, we've got two checks here. The first check is $890, and then the second check is $880. This is after taxes, of course. Boom, my net pay is $1770. So click next. There we go. Click next and continue. For this one here, we need to choose our needs here. In this case, rent is a need. You're going to need a car to go around there, and you're going to need to pay your electricity. There we go. Those are the four needs. Needs here, in this case, groceries. If you don't have groceries, you will starve to death. Good. Click next. Right, so this one here is talking about cash expenses here. Fast food is not a need, but gas for car is. You could always go to the groceries instead of going to a fast food restaurant. Ooh, for this one, you could choose any of them. I'm choosing game console and car. Menu. Budgeting for wants here. In this case, we're trying to get it to zero, so we have $575 to spend here. So 500 for savings, 25 for clothes, 25 for entertainment, and 25 for charitable givings. As long as the total adds up to 575, these four numbers can be anything. Click submit. This here tells you different ways to budget: the notebook and pencil, envelope, online software and app, and spreadsheet method. Once you click through all four and listen, click next or continue. This here tells you about times you went over your bill here. Click on the red flags and then click continue. You need to click through all of these here in order to proceed forward. Make sure you listen to it though. It gives you good advice about how you should budget. Now, accidents happen. In this case, he broke his phone because he dropped it here, and now we need to figure out how we're going to do it here. I'm just going to skip my wants for a month here, and then it tells me the result, so I'm skipping my wants here. Choose a phone. Let's choose the more expensive phone, right? And then there we go. We replaced our phone here. The point of this was that we were able to budget properly for an emergency situation here. Then, much like in the start, we get some text messages from our Aunt Kay. Let's click next. Good, now it's going to tell us about budgeting with our money here. And then it adds to our savings account, to our emotional health, and to our relationship health here. 320 in the bank over here. And then we choose what to spend it on. Let's talk about pizza with friends. I like pizza. Do you want to loan your friend some money to give him a car? Sure, why not? Do I want to go to a concert? I actually don't really care for concerts. Opening a savings account and put 200 in, of course. Do I want to chip into to charitable givings? Yeah, that seems fine then. Uh, do I want to go to amusement park? Not a big fan of amusement parks. $100 to buying a car? Sure. Do I want to go to a convention? I'm a fan of conventions, so I'll go to that there. And notice I just bounced it with what works well with your personality there, so your answers may vary. Next. All right, now we're at the assessment. I'm going to slow down a bit here and read these clearly. The question, the answer. Which of the following is not true about emergency funds? Emergency funds should not be used for anything listed on the budget. Charitable donations, entertainment expenses, and financial goals are all examples of things to consider when creating a budget. Which of the following should you consider when setting a budget? You should consider all of the above: your financial goals, needs and wants, and savings. In addition to needs, what should you plan for first when creating a budget there? You should account for recurring expenses or expenses that keep happening. What is not a good way to prevent unnecessary spending? You should not buy all your wants at one time. Unexpected expenses can make it hard to stick to your budget. They may cause you to be unable to pay necessary bills and should be planned for. This is all of the above. Why is using a budget beneficial? Helps keep track of the money you receive, helps prioritize your spending, and helps short and long term goals. All of the above. Blanks are good places to look to find your current expenses when building your budget there. Uh, in this case, bank and credit statements here, because you got to figure out where you spend your money there. Which of the following is a way to track your spending? Spreadsheet budget, envelope method, and app. This is all of the above. An unanticipated expense that will make it difficult to get by day to day would be a candidate for emergency fund spending, right? That's why you have it in case of an emergency. And you have 100%. Some of the questions may vary. Do your best to use your critical thinking skills. You can also refer to the glossary in the corner, which helps define words for you, such as emergency fund right here. All right, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.